Hey everyone, I am your NurseMas. Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you hear a little person in the background talking, it's my 2-year-old. That's just what she do. She's a talker. So I wanted to do a video based on a live I did last night. So it is 12 days of NurseMas. Today is NurseMas Day 2 with your NurseB. And yesterday we did a live, which I really had fun on the live, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, you all came out and I really appreciate it. Like, we was just chopping it up. And someone has said that, so you see it say yield, right? Okay. Just making sure you see it. Alright, anyways, which I hate that when you get on the highway. Anyways, so someone had brought up that I believe that not that they had got accepted yet, but that they want to apply for school, but they're afraid. They literally said, I'm afraid to apply and I'm afraid that I won't get in. Something like that, around those lines. And you know, my automatic response was like, afraid? Like, just do it. And then I started to go into my little spiel. Y'all know I like to spiel. But my main thing to say to you all is, like, what I said in the live, I want to reiterate it here, is that everyone is afraid, y'all. Like, if you're not afraid of something, that means you're staying in the same spot. That means you're not growing whatsoever. You have no growth in your life if you don't have some type of fear. Now, there's different types of fear. There's fear that holds you back. So the fear that you won't be able to do it, the fear that you're not good enough, the fear that you're going to fail, the fear that you're going to actually succeed and now you have to actually, you know, do what it is that you really want to do. There's that fear. There's the fear of success, whether it be that you're not going to be successful or that you will be successful. There's always some sense of fear or tension in our human experience. And that's what should help us, like, to push us further in life, is that fear. And I can just speak personally that I have been afraid about a lot of stuff, especially with my YouTube and my brand. I've been afraid of a lot of things. You know, how are people, I was last year when I had started, it was this time last year I had started taking donations on my channel, right? Because a few people had suggested, I told you all about my school situation, that I have a large amount of debt for school, and somebody was like, just do PayPal. And I had the fear that people are gonna look down on me. They're gonna be like, oh look, she's just trying to get money out of us. Look, she don't even curse, she's just trying to get money. I had that fear that, you know, I wasn't gonna be seen in the right light. And I was like, you know what? If everybody that subscribes to my channel finds my content useful, if they give me $1, that'll be more than enough money to pay off my debt, and then I can go back to school, get my RN. So I just put it out there. I said, you know what, if you all want to give, you know. If not, keep watching, keep subscribing, keep subscribing. Yeah, but keep sharing my videos, liking my videos, keep commenting. I appreciate your support, because I really do. Like, you all could watch anybody, but you choose to watch your NurseB. Like, comment, and subscribe. I had that fear, and I did it, and people have been donating, and I appreciate all the donations. Somebody gave me $100 one time. I was like, wow, like, you really find my videos useful, or just even $1, and then they'll put how they like my videos and why they're giving and why they're donating. Somebody, they donate almost every month a certain amount. Like, I really appreciate that, you know, and I appreciate the kind words that you all send towards me about doing that. If I was afraid, if I let fear get to me, people wouldn't be able, you know, to donate or to support me in that way. So I just had to open myself up to it. The same with, yeah, I was afraid to go into nursing school. I freaking remember, like I told y'all, I didn't have the money to pay for my application to take the test. And my mom, I was afraid to even ask my parents for the money, because I was like, I don't know if they're gonna have the money. Oh, I don't know. I asked them, they gave me the money right away. And I was afraid I wasn't gonna pass the freaking test. I was afraid to take my GED, but you know what? What you want has to be bigger than the fear, you know? What you want has to be bigger than the fear. You have to have confidence in yourself that you can do it. Or if you don't have confidence in yourself, have confidence in God. Have confidence towards your ancestors, the angels around you, whatever it is that you believe in. Have confidence in that, you know, that you'll be able to be successful. And on my channel, I like to offer motivational things, because to be honest, I never really, I'm not gonna say nobody was there for me. Like, I've had plenty of people people in my life that helped supported me, but I guess because I haven't always been open about being insecure about things. I haven't always been like, I always try to make it seem like I got my stuff together, so I don't always get people telling me, oh my goodness, go for this, you got this, do it girl, you doing it. Like, I don't always get that from people because I don't always necessarily show that I need support. So I'm here to lend you all the support because you might be similar to me and that you don't put your stuff out there, or you don't want to be seen in a certain way, or you might not have the right people around you to talk to, or you just don't want people like in your business, you know. But I want to lend you all motivation, inspiration to do things because it's possible, y'all. And I know things can get scary. Right now I have a big brand deal. I'm working with a brand, something totally different than I've ever done, and I've been scared, like to the point where I've literally filmed a video like 8 times of me doing the same exact thing. Super afraid to edit it, super afraid, like I was afraid to submit it. I submitted the video, they told me some corrections, they told me what they liked about it, and now I need to correct the video. And I still had some fear and anxiety around that. I was like, oh my goodness, I messed up, oh gosh, like, oh, why did I mess up, like why couldn't I get this right? I like had all this anxiety, and it's just like, girl, just, it's okay, it is okay. Like, you do not have to be perfect. Nobody's asking you to be perfect. Nobody's asking you to, you know, cure world hunger. Nobody asking for all that. You the only one asking for perfection, right? So just keep working on it. Take one step at a time. You're afraid to get that you won't get accepted. You won't get accepted if you don't apply. So, and I'm not saying this to be condescending, I'm just saying it, you know, and I never want to come off like that way to you all. So, but you won't get in unless you apply, right? So you have to do it, and make sure if you do have the fear or the anxiety about something, help to alleviate that fear and anxiety by being informed. Figure things out, get the information that you need. That will give you the courage to do things, as if you try to get as informed as possible. Look up things, do research that school, reach out to people, ask them questions, and just take action. Take one step towards it. One freaking step, and you'll be okay. One step towards it, and you'll be able to get to what you want. But you have to keep working at it. So I just wanted to talk about that because I know that cripples a lot of people. Fear cripples us from doing things because, you know, a lot of us, we want to do things right. We don't want to make mistakes. We don't want to have to go back and forth. We don't want to have those growing pains, but that's part of it. That's part of life. Like, you know, the more that I get into just looking at life and looking at like law of attraction videos and things like that, like, the beauty is in the journey. But the beauty is in the journey. What does it take for you to get there? Yeah, it's great for you to hear that somebody, I don't know, got their bachelor's at the age of, I don't know, 21, yada yada yada. That's great, but you're gonna be like, how did you do it? That's what you want to know, right? You want the meat and the potatoes. You're inspired that they're there, but you really want to understand their story. You want to understand how they got there, and that's the beauty of it. One day, like when I go through stuff, as I'm going through it, I literally think in my head, what am I gonna say when I get to where I want to be? What am I gonna say? And I will say it out loud, like, you all, I was doing this, I ain't having no money for this, while I'm going through it, before it's even been resolved in the physical realm of things. I think about it and I speak about it as if I'm at the end of the road, I have everything I want, and I'm giving you all my testimony. That's how I talk about it and I look at it. And I think that helps me. It helps me to get through it because I'm like, you know what, I won't be in this situation forever, and this is my testimony. This is gonna help somebody when they're going through stuff, or when they're thinking about wanting to do something, or when they're looking at me like, oh yeah, I like that she did that, or I really want to do that. They're gonna have some type of like, you know what, so cliche, and I used to hate this saying, but if she can do it, I can do it. I can't stand that saying, but the more I look at it, it's true. Like, what's stopping you from doing something? Because, like, I don't know, y'all, I know this video all over the place, but it's just like, it's true. The fact that you've seen somebody else accomplish what you want to accomplish, that right there is confirmation that it's possible for you to do. It already exists out there. The blueprint for how to get that in your life, how to manifest it, how to bring it into your life, how to accomplish it, has already been laid because someone else has done it, you know. And in the field of nursing, millions of people have become nurses, right? I'm sure. So it's already been done. It's just a matter of you looking at what they've done, looking at your situation, looking at your options, and seeing how you can form your blueprint. What is your story going to be? So I challenge you all, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whether it be for the next year or the next month, the next week, whatever, look at it as if it already happened, right? And then say out loud to yourself, say your story. Say, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I got accepted into nursing school. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Say it out loud, feel excited about it. And be like, so I was at the point where I had horrible math skills. I could not do anything with math. But you know what? I got me a book. I started studying. I started going up to my library. I started going to my community college, and I just started studying and really honing in on it. And I changed my mindset about math. I made sure that I stuck to it every single day. Like I was just on top of it. Okay, I gave myself 2 weeks to get it done. I took a practice test. I got what I wanted on the practice test. I went ahead and put the money down on the test for school. Took the test. A week later, I found out that I got accepted. You know, whatever, you know, just paint the picture for yourself. Say it out loud. You can write it down too. It's called scripting, actually. And I used to always do this before I even knew what scripting was, which is, I just thought about that. I always did this. But get yourself excited about it. And it'll show you, like, you know what? It's not that hard for me to do. Like, I know I can do this. I can do this. I can do it, you know. I want you all to just be encouraged, and don't let fear stop you. Let fear push you. There, as human beings, you know, fear is very important for our survival. It's that fight or flight. Are you gonna let me get over? It's that fight or flight type of response, right? Something happens, a sense of danger comes into your sphere of reality, and it's a matter of, are you going to fight your way out of it so you can survive, or are you going to run away from it so you can survive? And that's really what it comes down to. Everything literally comes down to that primitive way of looking at things, fight or flight. And it's just ingrained in our DNA as humans to see fear and to see obstacles and be like, okay, like, I got to get over this. I gotta eat today. You know, it's ingrained in us to have that fear, because it keeps us alive. If you don't have fear, you will not be alive. You will not be able to survive without having that, you know, that instinct. But don't allow that instinct or that gut reaction to stop you from accomplishing your goals, because you can do it. You will be a nurse. You will get your GED. You will graduate. You will get enough money. You will be able to support your family. You will be successful. You know, the fact I went to a pinning ceremony or capping ceremony the other day, and they had a great speaker. It was a teacher there, and she said the moment that you decided to go to nursing school and you came to this school and you applied for this school, you became successful. And that's so true. How many people talk about what they want to do all day, every day? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. A year later, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know, this happened, that happened. I couldn't do it then. Da, 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 da. They keep coming up with all these dang on excuses. Again, don't get me wrong. There's situations where you might not be able to do it, but you can always work towards it and get closer to it. But people just talk about it, but they be like, oh well, you know, I still haven't got my GED, or I still haven't done this yet. How many people talk about it all the time? You know, for you to actually have the courage and the conviction and the confidence in yourself to actually go for what you want, you are successful. You already have done something that half the people in your situation have not done, probably more than half. So be proud of yourself. Go for it. Go for what you want. You know, just take it one little baby step at a time. You know, I told you all with the school, I still haven't paid that debt off to school. But I still study. I still do. I need to study more. I need to do more videos for you all. I still work on it. I still am working on my life, getting my life to where I want it to be, so that when I get into school, it's a lot easier for me to navigate through it, because I built up this life around it that's supporting me, so that I'll be able to go to school with 2 kids. You know, I'll be able to make money and not have to go work at somebody's job while trying to go to school. I can work at home for myself. So it's ways of doing it. Keep taking those steps towards your goals. You can do it. I encourage you all, like I said, to talk about to yourself or write down to yourself as if it already happened. Tell your testimony to yourself or write it down as if you was telling somebody your story and how you got to where you're at. In the comment section, I want you all to let me know, what have you had fear or anxiety about? Okay. Have you gotten over it? What have you done to get over it? Tell us your success story. Or if you haven't gotten there yet, just tell us what you're working towards, what you're gonna do, and speak about it in a positive way. There's power in the mind, y'all. Don't speak down on yourself. Don't do that. Do not do that. I don't appreciate y'all doing it to yourself. Like, if you don't believe in you, who gonna believe in you? It's so cliche, but it's so true. You have to speak life into your dreams. You have to speak positivity into your dreams, because this world is going to beat you down every chance it gets. It's going to beat you down every chance it gets. It's going to tell you everything that you're doing wrong. It's going to point out all the mistakes you've made. It's going to point out how hard it's going to be for you to get there and all the obstacles. But it's up to you to know that this is something that you're meant to do and that you want to do, and that you're going to actually bet on yourself and do it. So that's that. I'm done. Let me get off my soapbox, y'all. Let me get off this soapbox. Get a little slippery. I appreciate you all. It is burning up in this car. I'm so hot. Super hot. All right. I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you come on tomorrow. We're going to have NurseMas Day 3. And also, I'm going to do that for another video. But, all right, you all. I appreciate you. Leave your comments down below. Follow me on the YourFavNurseB Facebook group, and also follow me on IG at YourFavNurseB #1. Remember to check out my website, www.YourFavNurseB.com. I have some study templates for med-surg and pharmacology, and I will be having my nursing school notes up there as well. I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I keep kind of debating if I want to do it. A lot of people are asking about it. Another fear thing. I don't know if I should put them up for sale or not. But I feel like I should. I'm going to. Yeah, you know what? It is what it is. They're going to be up there. So yeah, that's it. I love you all. Peace.